Guys, honestly, reading is a waste of time. Now, I come from a background that is very educational. I have a bachelor's degree in biomedical engineering. I have spent lots of time reading textbooks, reading texts, like understanding what other people have peer-reviewed, like papers, dissertations, like all of this, all these publications out there. I've written so many papers citing sources. I'm not talking about that kind of reading. I'm talking about the reading that you do for like a mindset book, for example. I think a lot of these like directional things can be very much solved, like all of your problems and the certain problem you're trying to solve with this specific book and the specific lesson can be solved by reading the very first chapter of this book. What I need you guys to do is, although it is, yes, important to keep your learner's cap on and operate in a paradigm to where you don't have your ego like at the front. Your ego is at the door. And you're a humble guy and you're going about this world trying to learn, like trying to absorb from other people. Yes, you should be doing that. When it comes to a 500-page book, I think it's a waste of time. I don't see why you should sit there and read without applying. Now, I mentioned this in a previous video. Agency is probably the most important skill that you can master to become successful in 2025 and beyond. What I will say is that is 100% true, but like you don't want to completely shut down like that there are sources out there that are helpful for you. Now, I'm going to use two examples, guys. First example that I want to use, and this is a book that like I genuinely wanted to get for myself because like I'm super interested in entrepreneurship. I love psychology. I love mindset. And this book is like kind of one of those, I'm pretty sure it's like a little bit prescription and a little bit like mindset. But guys, we are going with The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. I don't even know how you pronounce it. Guys, I'm going to show you how far I got into this. I got 36 pages in. 36 pages in, and I bookmarked it. Now, it's a small book. Like, it's not that many pages, guys. It's what? Just under 300. Just under 300 pages. Okay? Not that bad, guys. If I really put my mind to it, I could focus on this and read this in like a week. Like, if I really put my mind to it. Do I want to do that? No. Why? Because I've already got a little bit of what I needed fully from this book. I know this book has so much value in it that I still wanted to get the book. But I'm not going to read it front to back and be like, well, all right, like now time to live my life with all of these learned things and then apply all of it. No, that's not how you do it, guys. Like, think about any like sort of like college course or even high school, any course, you do a chapter at a time. You do a chapter, you test yourself, you apply the things that you learned, and you do it in checkpoints. So for me, the first 36 pages, I'm still working on applying it. I get the point of the Lean Startup. The Lean Startup means, at its core, that you find the MVP, the minimum viable product, and you sell that. Now, for me, right now, the minimum viable product I'm targeting to sell is coaching. For my audience, for you guys, for people who are interested in leveling up their life, feel free to reach out to me. I would love to talk. My Instagram link is probably the best way you can reach me. I would say just reach out there, we'll talk, okay? But anyways, MVP, building the MVP, minimum viable product, you don't need all these crazy structures, all these systems in place. You just need, at its core, a minimum viable product. Test it out, try it, gather data. It may fail. So what? You're gathering data. You need to know. You need to gather these data points so that you can then improve. So apply this minimum viable product, like, and look at your life and try to, like, cut out the fat, but then add in good stuff. Like, it should be, your life should be a constant flow of adding new things in and then cutting fat. It's never ending, guys. But that's just one example from this book, like, to where I took what I needed and I'm trying to apply this in a business sense and build what I need to build and then run with it and then see where it goes. I only have so much time. I work full time, so I'm doing the full time as well as the business. So it's a lot on my plate right now, and I'm trying to get this MVP rolling. Bear with me, guys. It's coming out. However, we're going to move on to the next example, guys. And this one, I think you're really going to like this. This one, whew. This one is great. Check this out. The Holy Bible, ladies and gentlemen. The Holy Bible, man, you don't tell me you're going to read the Holy Bible from front to back. Like, seriously? You're seriously going to do that? Like, from front to back? Like, sure, chronologically, that makes sense. The chapters were organized in that way. But in reality, you should probably, like, assess your, like, spiritual standing, where you are right now, what you understand about who Jesus was, and, you know, what God is, like the whole freaking concept of God and who God is. You should understand where you are right now, and then, like, you should seek help. Like, you should seek someone, you know, if you're curious, at least, you should seek someone to, like, help you out. Like, go to the sermons, like, listen to some podcasts, like, ease yourself into it. It's progressive overload, guys. But you can take, like, a couple verses in the Bible, and if you were some, like, guy in, like, Africa, or, like, some super low, like, you know, quality of life place, and you didn't have access to, like, the Gospels and the Bible, if you just had, like, a couple verses and you made those, like, the mantras of your life, and you went about applying, like, to a T, like, what you can, like, fully take from those verses, like, that is so much better than just knowing all, like, everything up here in your head, like, being a scholar and then, like, not doing anything with it. Now, this, like, ideology is not just, like, it's not like linear 2D thinking. This is 3D, this is 4D, this is bigger. And this is why I really wanted to make this video for you guys, because I feel like my audience is a little bit, like, more advanced than, like, normal lines of thinking. So with this, guys, what I'm trying to say is that you need to, like, raise yourself in terms of your consciousness. Raise yourself and think, okay, what is happening around me? How can I use what's around me and turn nothing into something? How can I create? How can I act on these things that I'm called to act on? You hear it time and time again. People will tell you, like, you already know what to do. Like, is that not true? Like, let's be real, bro. Like, you know what to do. Follow your conscience. Like, that voice inside you that's telling you, you know, I should probably do that. Do it. Just do it and move on. Like, why you're the most amount of time wasted in your lifetime is going to be those moments of, should I do it? Should I not? And when you get stuck in that, that's when you suffer. That's when you start fucking seizing up. You're just, like, in a seizure of, like, should I do it? Should I not? Like, just do it. Just do the thing. Even if you pick the wrong one, just make the decision. Just act swiftly. Do not be afraid. It says that 365 times in the Bible. Do not be afraid. I get worked up because I really like going through my academic journey and, you know, having these professors that are very, very, like, theoretical, man. Like, they can teach you what the findings are in science. And that's great. That's super great. But, like, you have to apply these things, guys. Like, being able to like integrate these things into your speech is the real thing. And like, I'm not perfect. Like, I'm still trying to do this. There was probably like so much stuff that I learned in my time at college that I like to this day like have never applied. Am I alone? Is that just me? I feel like this is not like a crazy theory or anything. Like, this is definitely other people out there. You've learned so much in your schooling that it's just useless information. So, how about this? Just imagine a reality where you learn everything you should be learning. Where you have teachers, mentors, advisors, consultants take your life and they guide you. They hold your hand. And maybe they lead you to peril. Maybe they lead you to fire. But maybe that is exactly what you need. Have you thought about that? Maybe you need a harsh teacher, a firm hand from the Father. Guys, reading, like, don't get me wrong, reading's great. I personally think that you can accomplish a lot more in life and get a higher ROI on the universe by just acting and learning through anecdotal experience. Reading, to a degree, I'm not talking about like fantasy books. Like, I'm saying like for like the educational stuff, like stuff that actually like makes your life better and books out there, you should still get them, but like take what you need and then try to apply it. And then if you're still struggling with something, find out, like get the data, find out what you're struggling with, and then turn to another book or the same book. Maybe it's a different chapter of the book. I'll probably go back to this Lean Startup book throughout 2025 because I'm building right now. I'm building a startup essentially. And you guys are like witnessing this. That's why like I wanted to make this channel. Like, I want to spread the awareness. I want to market my services. I also want to give you guys the inside look at my journey from a post-grad chump to the person that only I like see myself being, like that elevated figure years down the line. But it's a journey. Yeah, it's a journey. That's fun, right? So, guys, books, read. Like, yes, do it, but don't spend all your life reading and then not applying. Like, learn to apply. Do it fast. Fail fast, fail hard. I'm going to play a little clip that perfectly summarizes this. It's from the one and only Top G, Andrew Tate. I know you guys love him. So this is like pretty much how I feel about this, and I didn't like fully take this video to like, oh my gosh, Connor, you're just like copying what he's saying. No, I'm just reiterating because it applies to me, and I remembered as I was about to make this video that I had seen an Andrew Tate clip that pretty much like summarizes this, so I'm gonna play it right now.
The quickest member of the species survived. It's not about being the biggest or the strongest, it's about being the quickest, the most adaptable to change. And to read a book is just too many human hours for the amount of information and knowledge you get. So I don't read books. I think they're slow. I think they're a waste of time. I think a lot of it's mental masturbation for people to sit there and say, I want to get smarter, so I read books. Yeah. And I talk to these people, they're not even smart.
Yeah. All right, so you just saw the clip. I forget how it like totally goes, but essentially he's saying like, reading's a waste of time. I need action. I need chaos. Like, yes, like, that's it. Like, that's it, guys. You need to go out there in the world, experience stuff, and then learn from it, apply, go to the drawing board, analyze your experiences, guys. Don't get me wrong. Resources out there, you should be taking shortcuts. Take advantage of people who have walked a similar path to you and make that leap to go take advantage of what they're trying to give you and get that advice. Advice is not the same as a book. A book or a course, like, just take it as much as it will, like, you know, fit with your own ideologies in your brain. Like, for example, I took a personal branding course. Like, it helped me a lot. Like at the beginning, I was doing like prescription stuff, and then I kind of morphed it into like my own little thing. And now I'm on YouTube and TikTok, and it enveloped into something much more than what it was. It was just single shot Instagram pictures for personal branding. Now it's become much more. And that growth wasn't just from that one course and that one source, although that was a good launch pad to get me to where I am now. So take advantage of these things. There are certainly resources out there. I want you to believe in yourself and believe that there are resources out there that you actually do need right now. It's up to you to go find what those are, though. So I leave you with that. Go find what you need right now and take the leap, buy that course, do whatever you need to do to learn, but keep applying, man. Have some agency. At a certain critical mass and period of time, you're going to be an individual that like you envision yourself to be, and you're going to look at yourself in the mirror and you're going to be so impressed, and you're going to respect yourself for following that compass that the world is presenting for you. So don't get stuck, guys. Keep it going, keep it moving forward. With that, I will leave you. Take care. I will see you in the next one. Peace.